Hey there, how's it going, everybody? This is round two of the post mortgage challenge where we dissect a little bit of San Antonio in how much we spend on a mortgage and little things like that. And so I have something special, something different for you guys in regards to what we're going to be looking at today. So if you were here the last time, you can kind of see these are numbers from the last video where we dissected a property that was listed for $695,000, and we thought, why not figure out how much you pay a monthly for that? And so with an estimate, of course, we came to the conclusion that $5,142 was the monthly rent. Today, I actually took a trip with my good friend Jack Jackson with Terramark Homes out in downtown, and we looked at a little bit of some properties. We looked at one or two homes that they have out there. So I'm just going to do some dialogue behind a little video that I kind of created just myself. I'm not the best photographer or videographer, so my videos are not going to be the best. So please do not expect a 5-star quality movie you're about to see. But this is my little movie. So I got to hang out with Jack. That's him. I was looking at all the colors that they had, the floor plans and whatnot. These are all the neighborhoods that they have within the area of the downtown vicinity. So the blue dots are actually past, what's the word I'm looking for? Communities. That's what it is. The last communities that they have done in the past. The orange are the ones that they're working on right now, and then the dark purple are the communities that they are going to in the future be working on as well. So this is one of the first properties we looked at. I really love the idea that it looked so Brooklyn-like. This was the second floor actually. So fun fact, before we look into the kitchen, this property was 3 stories high. The first floor had the office and the garage, while the second floor was the living space and the kitchen, and then the third floor was the extra bedrooms, including the master as well. So that's the kitchen. Had this really nice countertop. It was kind of like a quartz granite type of mixture, and this awesome, I like to call it IKEA looking, because to me it looks IKEA looking, but this like almost Stockholm IKEA looking Swedish type of cabinetry here, and the simplicity of everything. What's awesome about this property too is that it's on a gas range as well. So I thought that was actually a really interesting touch that they had added to the property. And so this was the master bedroom right here. Pretty large, decent size room for a master. That was actually the garage. So crazy thing is that downtown, it is so hard to get a property with a 2-car garage in San Antonio downtown. And so it's actually really cool that this specific builder has those. So this home specifically was going for $395, and then there was another floor plan as well, which was this one. This was the neighborhood, and we actually looked at this one right here, the gray and white one. That's Patrick right there. And this was the one that we actually ended up going into that you guys are about to get an inside look at right now. That was the living area, and I love those windows with like the trim that's like black and just looks awesome. That's the kitchen as well, kind of that same countertop feel. The darker cabinets definitely work for this house as well. This is me going up the stairs, and then this is me also tripping on the stairs right here, and then this is one of the first rooms, and then this was the second room. It's actually the master right there, and then this was the third one. So I mean, it is an awesome, cool little property to be downtown, and then really low maintenance for the yard as well. I mean, it's really, really low. You barely have any grass, and For some people they like that, and some people they don't, but I actually really thought it was a cool little touch that, you know, you could still have a yard, but you didn't have to have a lot to maintain. And all this vegetation back here, for being downtown, like this is like literally to the left of downtown, and actually the right, I'm so sorry, it's the right of downtown, and it's just so awesome that you have such an awesome property that looks just like this, you know, just basically in the backyard of, you know, downtown San Antonio. So that second property, this one right here that we were looking at, this one is listed for actually $254. So now we're talking about some reasonable numbers. So with the post mortgage challenge that we're going to do today, we're going to actually look a little bit more into the mortgage for this specific property right here. So let me go ahead and switch pages here, and we are back. We are back here. I'm going to see if I can actually just put a zip code. Yeah, I can definitely put a zip code, and they'll give me an estimate on the taxes. Home price required. That's right, I got to put the home value first before I do anything. So we're actually going to do an FHA just because it's a little fun to mix things up. The last time we tried doing this, or last time we did a post-mortgage challenge, we did a conventional loan. So this time we're going to do an FHA loan. I'm going to put the sales price of the home, which is $254. I'm going crazy right now. $254,000. The down payment, the lowest down payment you need for an FHA loan is 3.5%. I think that we can stretch for 5. This person specifically can definitely do 5. Actually, no, we'll do 3.5. We'll actually do 3.5%. Actually will work a little bit better. Interest rate, we're gonna do we did 3.2, I think the last time we did this. So let's do 3.5 was all right. 3.5 with a 3.5 down payment. 30 years, hazard insurance, taxes. Let's go ahead and get an estimate on those taxes. Sorry, we've done some digging, didn't produce any tax data on this property. Okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and just put, I believe, the tax rate downtown. It's pretty accurate to what that was, but I'm gonna just do a rough number of about $6,000 for taxes, especially on a house that's $254,000. The HOA is not $1,000 this time; it's actually $250 a year. So we're gonna have a huge difference in what the mortgage looks like. And then our closing date, we will do October 8th, since yesterday we did October 7th. So now I think if we have all those numbers correct, let's go ahead and compute. And so there you have it. Holy cannoli. We have a $1,900 home downtown, which I think that for just a couple of estimates on the property, I think this is actually really, really solid. To go back to that video again, I mean, we got to look at what we have here. We have like these stained floors. So this is not a tile, or this is not a tile nor like a wood, but this is more or less like kind of a stained foundation, which is really, really nice depending on how it's done. There are some houses that actually are really garbage with the way that they stained the foundation, but this house was done really, really well. All the colors complemented. The cabinetry was definitely more high end than low end. The backsplash is another nice add-on. I know there's that little hole right under that cabinet there next to the stove. That's actually where the dishwasher will go. There is going to be a dishwasher attached there, so do not think that if you purchase this house you will not get a dishwasher, because you will. But that is where the dishwasher would go. I mean, you got a 2-story home, and I did not mention this, but this neighborhood specifically, this little community here, you got to see a couple of these homes. So you have 4 homes on one side, and then you actually have 3 homes on the other side. And so what's really nice is that this is kind of like a little small community, and it's all gated. It's like a little gated box. It's a gated block of property. So you're actually, you could say it's pretty exclusive. So you don't have to have that feeling of wondering who's going to be walking up and down your driveway, because it's a gated community. And so with that being said, to have a gated community being close to downtown, that specific property was about 2 miles away from downtown, with a 15-minute drive to the Pearl, which is a community area, a public space for San Antonio, which tends to be very popular here. But for all of that to just only pay just a little bit less than $2,000 a month, it seems like a solid deal to me. And then to bring to close, you have about just 20 grand right over. So if we were to say, okay, this gentleman can actually, or lady can pay 5% down, and now we got some different numbers that we're playing with here. So instead of a $1,900, $1,958, you get $30 off your mortgage by putting out 5%. Your bring to close, of course, goes up because you're putting more down, but nevertheless, definitely different numbers for sure. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I have for you guys today. If you guys are looking to be in the downtown area, it is not an overly expensive thing. Once again, this is just estimates. So $1,900 for a 2-story home that is $254,000 is definitely a solid thing to consider and look into if you are purchasing a property and you'd like to purchase a property inside of downtown. Once again, this is a 3.5% APR, which market rates, if I really wanted to try lowest market rates are about 2.9 right now. So if we adjusted that 3.5 to 2.9, talking from a $1,900 to an $1,800 mortgage. So it is definitely possible to get some pretty solid deals with having a solid interest rate. So as you're looking for a lender, make sure that you are comparing interest rates, because everyone's got different interest rates. Not everybody's running the game the exact same. Same goes for my business, of course. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, hopes, dreams, or prayers about anything in regards to purchasing a property or what this home is specifically, or if you have any questions about it, feel free to just shoot me a direct message, comment something, ask me questions. I'm more than happy to help. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys very soon.